Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Set up. It's a first down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the sack. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes a quick catch. Breaking, no shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh my gosh, what a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back, and how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Oklahoma 0.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Sooners are going to cash in this red zone trip. The DB's backing off from the line now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return man decides to signal a fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller. The backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Looking to scramble. Great grab on the sideline. He does get the foot down before going out of bounds.
You're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42. As the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Extending the play now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're going to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the Sooners will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looks into the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion makes it second down. Trying to find room. It's Murphy. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws it to the right. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. The drive stays alive.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll get him down that time. It's like the final play of the half coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Brewer.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. The Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. Played well all game long, and now they'll get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring it down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Tigers pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Sooners come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Parker. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That ball snagged for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
With the score, Clemson 13, Oklahoma 3.
And the Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled there by the defense. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, we're going for the touchdown. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple of scores. They just didn't execute.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And they'll kick it away here. See if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? The pocket breaking down. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? Can't get to the end zone, they'll spot the ball at the 2. And the Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Perkins. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the 1st.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, enough. Just trucks through the defender. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse.
total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. 1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.